It's Madden NFL 24.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. But that's complete to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And this is incomplete.
The Panthers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's going to be incomplete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. A gain of 22.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Panthers. Isaiah Hodgins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. Really nice team.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the Rams' 37-yard line.
Prescott now.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
37-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fighting to stay upright. Fighting through it. He's got space. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. For the
excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for St. Brown a week ago: 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to St. Brown. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the... And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. They run here with Singletary, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Myers on for a field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Hand off to Spears.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he works free. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff on the option to Singletary.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing Jones. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17 to 3. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Prescott. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Prescott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd down and 4.
Here's Prescott. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And his pass incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
To the air again, Prescott. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott on first down.
Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got it.
Touchdown, Carolina. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And the Rams first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Jones. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the Rams' 37-yard
Play action now, Prescott. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Prescott.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Prescott yet again. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. Gets, and he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. And you've already scored 3 times. You want 4. You want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Prescott to throw it.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing, Prescott. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Prescott looks to throw on first. To the sideline and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Prescott. Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Waddle, the motion man right. Now Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing Jones. Open man is Waddle, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Jones throwing on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
That's going to be caught by Rivers.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw is Prescott. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, another catch there for Waddle. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Rams first down.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Jones. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Well, this is caught by Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones dancing to his under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Second down, back to Sanders.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 77 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.